There are some mornings when you wake up feeling like you have aged a few years overnight. Not because of time itself, but because of that dull ache in your neck and shoulders, a stubborn cough that will not go away for no clear reason, or the burning dryness in your eyes after a restless night with barely any sleep. If you are living with these things, do not be too quick to assume that they are just normal signs of aging. That is actually your body whispering to you, saying, "I am tired. I need some care." And the beautiful part is, you can give your body that care every single day with just one small action. There is a tiny spot on your arm, and if you know how to stimulate it at the right time and in the right way, it can help relieve pain in your neck and shoulders, ease your cough, and even help you sleep more deeply, all without medication. This is an ancient technique that has been passed down for hundreds of years. It is simple, gentle, and is now being used by many older adults every day as a way to care for themselves and naturally restore their health. The results do not come from loud or dramatic actions, but from consistency, subtlety, and patience. Before we dive deeper into how this technique works, I want you to take a moment and drop a positive affirmation in the comments as a way of making a commitment to take care of yourself. It could be something like, "I give my body permission to rest, recover, and grow stronger every day," or whatever message comes from your heart. And do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you will always be the first to know about simple but powerful healing practices like this one. Together, let us build a positive community, a place where health is not some far-off dream, but something you can actively create starting today. The tiny spot on your arm that I mentioned earlier is actually the elbow. So what makes this small area near your elbow capable of having such a big impact on your overall health? Let us imagine the body as a complex map of interconnected electrical wires with the brain as the control center. The area around your elbow is not just a random patch of skin and tissue. It is home to a dense network of nerves, blood vessels, and connective tissues, like a hub where signals can be triggered and sent straight back to the brain. When you apply gentle pressure, whether by pressing, rubbing, or massaging in the correct way, you are waking up a kind of biological alarm system that is already built inside of you. From that trigger point, a chain reaction starts to spread throughout your entire body. Blood begins to flow more freely because your blood vessels gently expand, boosting circulation, especially to the neck, shoulders, and head, the areas where tension and fatigue tend to pile up the most. Muscles begin to relax because the nervous system tells your brain that it is time to unwind, that there is no more danger or stress to react to. That means the tight, sore muscles in your neck and shoulders will start to loosen up, reducing pain and that heavy, numb feeling often experienced by people who sit for long hours or are getting older. Even more interesting is how closely this point is connected to your respiratory system. When the nerves here are stimulated properly, your body responds by loosening the chest area, helping you breathe more easily and relieving that persistent cough or the uncomfortable heaviness in your chest. And most importantly, this is one of the simplest ways to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body's operating system responsible for helping you relax, sleep better, reduce anxiety, and restore energy. Once this system is triggered, your body understands that it is safe, cared for, and ready to enter a deep rest state. And you might find it even more fascinating to know that in traditional Eastern medicine, this point is not just a place where nerves and blood vessels happen to gather. It is actually an acupuncture point, a kind of gateway of energy and blood, where the flow of internal energy in the body can be unblocked and balanced if stimulated correctly. In Eastern traditional medicine, this point is known as Chai Zi. It may sound unfamiliar, but the name carries deep symbolic meaning. In many Asian cultures, Qi means red, representing blood and circulation. Zi means marsh or pond, symbolizing movement and flow. Located in the small hollow on the inner side of your elbow, right where the skin folds every time you bend your arm, Qizhe is believed to be where the lung meridian runs one of the major energy pathways in the body's meridian system. To traditional healers, the Qizhe point acts like a traffic control center. It regulates the flow of energy and blood, the two foundational forces of life, between the upper body and vital organs, like the lungs, heart, neck, shoulders, and head. Stimulating this point can help open up the airway, clearing the chest and neck areas where energy often gets stuck, especially when you have a cold, a lingering cough, or even just from changes in the weather. According to the meridian theory, this point belongs to the lung meridian, and the lungs in traditional thought govern breathing and form the root of the body's immune system. When lung energy flows freely, not only does breathing become easier, but symptoms like chest tightness, mild coughing, or neck stiffness start to ease as well. What is even more impressive is how this point can release blocked energy in the neck and shoulders. If you often feel stiffness in the neck, a dull headache, or shoulder tension, especially on cold days, or after sitting for long periods, stimulating this point can bring surprisingly quick relief. In the language of Eastern medicine, this is called dispersing stagnant energy, letting the stuck energy in your neck and shoulders flow freely again. And finally, there is one more benefit that often goes unnoticed, but it is incredibly valuable. In today's world, the Qizhe point also helps regulate your emotions and calm the mind. Many people report feeling more peaceful, breathing more freely, or even getting slightly sleepy after pressing on this point. That is because stimulating Qizhe calms the nervous system and helps release emotional tension, making it easier to fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up feeling refreshed. Understanding the value of the Qizhe point is one thing, but even more important is knowing how to actually practice it yourself every day in a way that is simple, accurate, and effective. And fortunately, it is not complicated at all. You do not need to be an expert, and you do not need any special tools. All you need are your own hands, a little bit of patience, and trust in the body's natural healing ability. The first step, and the most important, is to correctly locate the Qizhe point so the technique can work as intended. Stretch one arm out in front of you and bend your elbow at about a 90-degree angle. No need to strain, just enough for the muscles, tendons, and creases of the elbow to show clearly. Look at the inner side of your elbow, where there is a natural crease every time you bend your arm. Just above that crease on the side, closer to your thumb, you will notice a small hollow area that is where the Qizhe point is located. If you are not sure, use the tip of your finger. The index or middle finger works best to gently circle around that area. When you find the exact spot, you will feel something special. The skin there is slightly softer. There is a little dip, and when you press on it, you might feel a light tingling, a dull ache, or even a small electric-like sensation that spreads outward, not painful, but definitely noticeable. That is the signal you have found the right spot. Some people describe it as touching a nerve wire, not a sharp pain, but a strange kind of sensitivity, a triggered feeling that makes you think, "Ah, that's it." If you have trouble finding it, try bending your arm repeatedly or looking under strong light to see the tendons and hollow area more clearly. At first, it might take a few tries to feel it, but once you get used to it, you will be able to locate the Qizhe point within seconds, almost like a reflex. Once you have located the Qizhe point, it is time to begin the actual technique. Use your other hand, ideally your dominant hand, to do the pressing. The thumb is the best choice because it is large and strong enough to apply steady pressure. Place the pad of your thumb directly on the Qizhe point you just located. Now here is the most important part. The pressure should be moderate. You do not need to press with all your strength, but it should not be too gentle either, like you are brushing the skin. Imagine you are pressing on a soft rubber cushion. You want to apply just enough pressure for your thumb to sink in slightly, so you can feel the tissue underneath being activated, but not so much that it causes pain or bruising. A simple way to check if you feel a mild tingling, or a sensation that spreads out toward the elbow, wrist, or shoulder. that is a sign that you are pressing with the right amount of force and on the correct spot. Hold the pressure for about 1 minute. Keep your hands steady and allow your body to relax. Do not tense your shoulders or clench your muscles. Breathe slowly. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and exhale through your mouth for 6 to 8 seconds. This slow breathing helps trigger your body's relaxation response and enhances the effects of the acupressure. After 1 minute, do not remove your hand immediately. Use your thumb to gently make small circles around the point, moving clockwise, as if you were stirring honey on your skin. Do this for about 30 seconds. It helps loosen the tissue, improve blood flow, and send clearer signals through the nerves. Depending on your body's needs, repeat this 2 to 3 times on each arm. If it feels too sensitive, reduce the pressure or the number of repetitions. Timing matters too. Doing it in the morning helps gently wake up the body and start the day with more energy and a clear mind. At night, it helps release tension, calm the nerves, and prepare for restful sleep. You can sit or lie down, whatever feels most comfortable. If possible, create a peaceful space with soft lighting and maybe some calming music to help you relax more deeply. Doing this every day can turn into a powerful habit, not just for your body, but for your overall well-being. It is a small daily ritual to check in with yourself, support your health, and keep your energy balanced. And here is what makes it even more fascinating in traditional Eastern medicine. This spot is more than just a cluster of nerves or blood vessels. It is an acupuncture point, a gateway of energy and blood that helps restore balance when activated properly. This point is called Qi Zhe. In East Asian cultures, Qi means red symbolizing blood, and Zhe means marsh representing movement. It sits in the hollow of the inner elbow, where your skin folds when you bend your arm, and is a key point on the lung meridian, one of the body's main energy lines. Traditional healers see Qi Zhe as a control hub, where qi and blood flow between the upper body and essential organs like the lungs, heart, neck, shoulders, and head. Stimulating it can help open your chest and throat, especially when energy is stuck due to colds, long-lasting coughs, or changes in weather. According to meridian theory, this point affects the lungs, which are believed to manage breathing and form the foundation of the immune system. When lung energy flows smoothly, your breathing becomes easier, and symptoms like chest tightness, mild coughing, and stiffness in the neck begin to ease as well. Qi Zhe is also especially helpful for releasing blocked energy in the neck and shoulders. If you often feel tightness in your neck, a dull headache, or shoulder discomfort, especially when the weather is cold or after sitting for long hours, stimulating this point can quickly bring a sense of relief. In traditional terms, this is called breaking energy stagnation, allowing the stuck energy in your upper back and neck to flow freely again. And finally, there is one more benefit that people rarely talk about, but it is incredibly important in modern life. Qi Zhe also helps balance your emotional state and calm your mind. Many people feel more peaceful, breathe easier, and even get a little sleepy after stimulating this point. That is because working on Qi Zhe soothes the nervous system and helps release suppressed emotions, making it easier to fall asleep, sleep more deeply, and wake up feeling mentally refreshed. Understanding the value of the Qi Zhe point is one thing, but what truly matters is how you can apply it to your life easily, correctly, and consistently. The good news is it is simple. You do not need to be an expert, and you do not need any special equipment. All you need are your hands, a little patience, and faith in your body's natural ability to heal itself. The first and most important step is to locate the Qi Zhe point accurately so that the technique works effectively. Stretch one arm out in front of you and bend your elbow to about a 90-degree angle. No need to tighten, just enough to make the muscles, veins, and elbow crease more visible. Look at the inner side of your elbow, where a natural fold appears every time you bend your arm. Just above that crease toward the thumb side, you will find a small hollow that is the location of the Qi Zhe point. If you are not sure, use your fingertip. The index or middle finger works best, and gently circle the area in slow round motions. When you reach the right spot, you will feel something different. The skin there is softer than the surrounding area. There is a slight dip, and when you press, you may feel a mild tingling, a dull ache, or even a small electric-like sensation spreading outward. Not painful, but very noticeable. That is your body telling you that you have found the right point. Some people describe it as touching a live wire, not a sharp pain, but a strange and sensitive feeling, a trigger that lets you know instantly, yes, this is it. If you still have trouble seeing or feeling it clearly, try bending and straightening your arm several times, or use brighter lighting to highlight the veins and hollow area. It might take a few tries at first to sense the exact spot, but once you get used to it, you will be able to find the cheesy point in just a few seconds, almost like second nature. Now that you have accurately located the cheesy point, it is time to begin the technique. Use your other hand, ideally your dominant hand, for the pressure. The thumb is the best choice because it is big and strong enough to apply steady force. Place the pad of your thumb directly on the cheesy point. Now here is the key: the pressure needs to be moderate. You do not need to press with all your strength, but it should not be too light either, like you are just brushing the skin. Imagine pressing into a soft rubber cushion. You want to press firmly enough that your thumb sinks in just slightly, so you can feel the tissue under the skin being activated, but not so hard that it causes sharp pain or bruising. A simple way to test if you feel a mild tingling or a sensation that spreads toward your elbow, wrist, or shoulder, that is a clear sign that you are pressing the right spot with the right amount of pressure. Hold this pressure for about 1 minute. While you are doing this, keep your hands still and let the rest of your body relax. Do not tense your shoulders or tighten your muscles. Breathe slowly and steadily. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 2 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 to 8 seconds. This kind of slow breathing helps activate your relaxation system and enhances the effectiveness of the pressure technique. After 1 minute, do not lift your hand right away. Use your thumb to gently make small circular motions on the same point, moving in a clockwise direction. Imagine you are stirring a drop of honey on your skin, slow, soft, and controlled. Do this for about 30 seconds. This gentle motion helps loosen the connective tissues around the acupoint, improves blood circulation, and allows nerve signals to travel more efficiently to the related areas. Depending on what your body needs, you can repeat this technique 2 to 3 times on each arm. If the area feels too sensitive or irritated, reduce the number of repetitions or ease up on the pressure. The timing of your practice also makes a difference. Doing it in the morning right after waking up can gently awaken your body, stimulate energy flow, and help you start your day feeling clear and refreshed. Doing it at night before going to bed is a great way to calm your mind, relax the neck and shoulders after a long day, and slip into deeper, more restful sleep. You can do this while sitting or lying down as long as you feel comfortable and not restricted. If possible, create a peaceful space with soft lighting. You might play some gentle meditation music to help you focus and let go more easily. If you practice this consistently every day, this simple technique will become a priceless habit. It is not just a way to care for your body, it becomes a small, meaningful ritual to reconnect with yourself. It is a moment to listen to your body, tend to every little detail, and keep your energy flowing smoothly, softly, and in perfect harmony. Sometimes your body does not need a major intervention, just a gentle touch at the right moment, in the right place, to begin the natural healing process. 1 minute of acupressure, 1 deep breath, a subtle connection between your hand, your mind, and your entire body. Start tonight. Take 5 minutes before going to bed. Sit down, breathe deeply, press gently on that point, and tune in to the sensations spreading throughout your body. Then, tomorrow morning, notice the difference. Does your body feel lighter? Do your shoulders feel less heavy? Is your breathing easier? Does your mind feel a little more at peace? Share your experience with us in the comments because every story you tell is a valuable source of inspiration for this community. Before we wrap up, leave a positive affirmation as a promise to care for yourself, something like "I deserve to feel healthy and relaxed" every day, or whatever intention you are setting for yourself right now. And do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the gentle, natural, and effective health practices we share each week. Let us create a positive space together where health is not some far-off dream, but something you can actively reach for right here with your own two hands.